These past few days I've fallen headlong into HERETIC'S FORK, a hybrid between tower defense and deck builder, both of which are fairly lightweight, but there is something about the gameplay loop that keeps me coming back. Let's start a new run with the employee tasked with punishing the souls that try to escape from hell. Would you start picking two structures which create the aggression against these foolish souls trying to escape through the portal? Let's start with something real nice and simple. We're going to grab ourselves some frickin' hellfire with Sunder and Repenters that will create a nice combination of murder. And here's our game screen. You're trying to defend the little portal right here. You have your structures that create damage against the foolish souls that think they have a chance to escape. There is something about Afterlife games that constantly draws me in, and I will give them a much higher chance than I will normally give to any other game. So anyway, you murder enough of these souls and this whole bar fills up, at which point you have passed the round. It allows you to play some cards. You have 6 mana, 6 power. There's the cost of the cards is very straightforward. You have a deck that is, I believe, randomized to start, or maybe the particular employee has its own deck. I haven't been able to ascertain that yet. And you just pick the cards to play that will benefit your build the most. Let's see if I can get a very nice long ass fire shaft, much like I focused during my teen years, to slay some pussy. So let me use this divine sight for 10% extra tower damage. We're not going to care about the hemorrhage, and we're not going to care just yet about getting more garrison damage, which is this type of tower. If only just so I can show the upgrade mechanic. The cards that are in your hand that you don't want to use, you put 2 of them in there, you upgrade, and you get something of a higher tier. Increase tower attack speed by 15%. A golden fist, the nickname that I had in my college years, indeed. Increases unholy damage by 50%. Let me just get a very bog standard 15% extra attack speed for my power. For my towers, is that better than 10% for the towers? Probably, but I'm going to use this because once the card is there, it stays there until the next round. And off goes another round to murder more of these souls. They are approaching extremely slowly, so let me speed up this process so that more of these pathetic trash individuals can be slain. We got a rock, my favorite. Let me use this right now. Actually, I can put it in my hand. We're going to throw a rock and then light. Actually, no, because they need to be of the same type. If I pick up a structure and I use it and it matches the quality of the structure that you have in play, it will upgrade it. That is possibly the main way of getting more damage through your rounds, so you definitely want to be always watching out for that. So we're going to put in Lightning and Swift Vengeance right there. We get a Divine Light Tower, which is very nice. I would say it's better than the Repenter's piece of trash that I have going for myself right now. So I'm going to pick that, but I cannot play it just yet. I'm just going to leave it there, and I'm going to play that, and just a rock, throw it at the enemy. There you go. There is something about Afterlife games that I am always drawn to. I will give them a chance. Every few rounds, you get to pick a new card. Let me get another Sunder structure, because it may enable me to upgrade that. Replenish. Draw cards equals to your current mana. Add 1 to your hand. Draw cards equal to your current power. Add 1 to your hand. What do you mean add 1? I don't understand what add 1 means. So I'm going to play it because I want to find out what this does. Never saw this card before. Let's see what happens. Oh, I see. It's like you're not drawing. It said draw, right? What it means is like you get to pick a new card to add to your deck. Discard all cards in hand and draw 4 new cards. Must be the first card used. Curse. Dark marker. None of these are terribly exciting. Let me get this struggle. That is an active ability that you can use over there or make it automatic. But I cannot use it just yet. Unfortunate, and I cannot upgrade this without letting go of my Divine Light, so I'm just going to end the turn. I try so many Afterlife games, and I am most of the time disappointed. It's quite a tragedy. Let me get rid of these Repenters. We're going to get some Lightning Divine Light Tower. We're going to go whole hog on towers. Forget about garrisons. They're garbage. So... wow, this is a garbage upgrade and I hate it. We're going to pick Lucky and then we're going to immediately recycle that crap. Get another upgrade for us. Tower attack speed, hell yeah. We could go for a different kind of tower, but no, we're not going to do that. Let's do that another round complete. Oh yeah, the lightning is now striking these souls, preventing them from escaping hell. Pathetic trash garbage. Here's something I have yet to determine. I'm going to do it now to see if it always works. Once you get 2 of the same type, does it guarantee you'll get the one? I mean, this is inconclusive evidence, right? Because it could be random that I got it, but this is the upgraded type of that particular card. So I'm very happy to have it. I'm just going to play those and we're going to upgrade these garbage rocks into yet another struggle, which we will keep right there. This is the gameplay loop. This is it. You build your deck, upgrade the cards. You can never go below 13 cards. You will always get refilled with rocks. And then you keep upgrading those cards. And the whole objective, is to outpace the influx of souls trying to escape through the portal. The portal has 500 health. If they drop it completely, well, game's over. You fool. You were a pathetic hell employee and you suck ass at punishing the enemy. 50% of your current luck is added as an unholy crit chance. That is great when you have unholy damage. Not so much right now. All of these are ass. I guess we'll grab a lucky break and just gamble with my chances. And we're also going to grab the blue card because just by virtue of it being blue, you can use it to upgrade into something purple. Let's get ourselves, once you get through the stage, you get yourself one of the massive upgrades you can get. In my experience, always grab that extra structure when you begin because an extra tower is a massive boost of DPS. So I'm going to gamble with my life here. And if I lose this 50-50, we're extremely likely to just lose. You can click to alter the outcome. I got myself a legendary Sunder. Oh, these pathetic souls are going to just explode. It's going to be amazing. Too bad about this not being playable though, but I guess I will play the struggle and now we have this active ability. We can use it whenever I want to, or I can set it as automatic. Oh, let me gunk the enemy. It makes them go slower. It's nice. It's very nice. For now, we don't need it. We don't need to strategize this nonsense, so I'm just going to put it on automatic. The Afterlife has always been fascinating to me in many different levels. At many different levels. I wrote an entire novel set in the Afterlife. Sure. I wrote an entire novel set in the Afterlife, Eternal, which has been fully now rewritten. It's going to be coming out Probably next month I'll finally have it ready. Man, it's been so long. Wanna see the cover? I'll show you the cover. There's Aaron, one half of the protagonists in the pathways, the labyrinth of flesh. The afterlife in Eternal is a really strange afterlife that is shared across all the sapient species of the universe, not the multiverse, the universe. So it is kind of a mix of fantasy and science fiction. You are dealing with all these aliens and humanity being a faction inside of that entire ecosystem, and it's all these problems that come up with that. Aaron and Alexander, though, they just want to find one another. They get separated when they die together, and then they show up in this place, and they are nowhere to be found. Each other, each half has departed, and it's all about them trying to figure out and find one another throughout the space-time of Eternal. And it's going to be great when it comes out. Oh, I've worked so hard. I've worked so freaking hard. Anyway, back to the Heretic's Fork and all these pathetic souls that need to be vanquished. The Hellfire from the Sunder is doing some quick, dirty work, roasting these pathetic, sad souls trying to escape. I cannot play a second struggle. I didn't know that. Oh, I completely forgot about this ability that she has. Redraw all cards in the hands only available once per turn and before using any cards. Yeah, this hand is ass. So let me click on that. Much better indeed. And we absolutely want that second Sunder going on. Give me that extra attack speed. And we can we don't care about Repenters, and we can upgrade that. We can get something better than this. This is nice to have. And the others are pretty ass. So we're going to grab that Dark Mark and watch as these souls get properly roasted. What a difference in damage, though, having a green level Sunder versus epic. No, this is legendary level Sunder. Things are starting to look a little grimy, though. Not enjoying it in the slightest how close they're getting. Let's pick the Hemorrhage simply because it is purple, and we can get better cards out of it. Let's play the Dark Mark. What's this? No, that's ass. I don't want any of those. Redraw. Absolute trash. We can actually upgrade these into a legendary card, but I don't want to use my increased tower attack speed by 20%. So I'm just gonna... play what I've got. Play those. And I play that as well. And this is complete garbage, so we'll carry on. Not particularly hopeful about this run so far. I feel this should be an auto cast as well. Getting those enemies cursed, they suffer. No, they don't suffer double damage. They give you back some health, I believe. A couple of rocks, upgrade them. I should have just redrawn. That was pretty damn stupid of me, because this is garbage. Let's use this and struggle to get upgraded. Unholy damage. Target is summoned. Creates a squad of shooters at the target location used do unholy damage. I mean, it's better than nothing. Actually, now I am cursing enemies, so let me just use curse. And this will make it so that the ones with the purple skull will give me back extra damage. I really need a card that gives me extra damage, other than the green one. We're doing alright so far, though. This is perfectly reasonable at the stage that we're in, and in fact I feel we are perhaps quite a bit ahead of the curve. This extra attack speed is super awesome. This is just a no-brainer turn right there. I might as well play that because I got nothing else to do with it. It is so weirdly addictive. Heretic's Fork. It doesn't look like much. You're just staring at these pathetic souls being zapped and roasted and constantly being annihilated. But there is some appeal to the rather shallow strategizing that you gotta do. I don't know, it's just nice. It's just a fun, nice game that you can actually, I mean, an epic level Repenters has to go, right? And then we'll grab the holy damage, even though the Invigoron is actually pretty nice. But we definitely need some extra damage on these towers, otherwise we're going to get wrecked. This is complete ass garbage, so we're going to get another structure slot. Unfortunately, did not get a holy damage or a hellfire damage upgrade. Actually, tower range is as good as it gets. It will be nice. I did not get what I wanted. Probably just want to play this, but I'm going to gamble for an upgrade. This is awful, and I hate it. Rapidly fires projectiles, deals unholy damage. Yeah, this is just complete shit. I'm going to continue gambling for these upgrades, even though this is pretty bad for me. Cursed enemies takes 30% more damage from this, all sources. This is a epic Sunder. We gotta go for it. Oh, this one's also. So all of these three are great. I want them all. It has to be this, right? It's easy to get more towers. It's really not complicated at all. These, I feel they are more rare to grab. So I'm going to go for the Boiling Blood and use it right away. And, you know, this can be stacked over and over and over. Does it? Let me go to the deck. It does not go back into your deck, so it's a one use only. So if you want more of these, you have to create them. There's a difference between regular cards that just go back into your deck and certain, I think, powers they're called, and they will despawn. Like this one right here, it's a power, so it will completely despawn if I use it. Let me try to upgrade these, get into something better. Speed of all tower projectiles. This is a little misleading. Only some towers create projectiles, so this is not an improvement to any of the ones that I have because they don't make projectiles. They're like hit scanners, pretty much. Pulse with Radiant Light deals holy damage. I got no other thing, so I'm going to grab that and immediately play it. Or maybe I want to, yeah, let's make, you know, go all out. And there's a Divine Light epic. The others are neat, but I do want the next to tower. There you go. And this is completely worthless to me right now, but I got nothing else to play. So that's too bad. That's too bad. Ever since, I forget the name of it, there was a tycoon type of game. It was like a SimCity kind of game, but set in the afterlife. And I played the bejesus out of that. Ever since I played that game, games set in the afterlife always really call to me. It's just something about the entire setting that is extremely appealing, because the afterlife is such a massive pile of possibility. There can be as many different afterlives as you can imagine. It's an endless setting. It's something that I kind of always touch upon when trying to create worlds. Increase structure damage by 20% for each structure in play that does a different damage type. Give me that crap. It's amazing. It's amazing. There's two damage types. That's a 40% increase in damage. We are... Do I want to redraw? I don't. No, I want to use that 20% extra. So let's see if we can get something remotely usable. The answer is no, we can't. So I guess I'll just play that. And I really should have kept the rocks that were better and more useful. I mean, once they get close enough, they do get roasted to frickin' hell. Hell 2. That is the sequel to their pathetic existence, where they get hot iron spoke into their eyeballs 24/7 for trying to escape. Pathetic. Anyway, we cannot really use this green Sunder, so might as well upgrade it and try to get something better. We do have a blue Divine Light, so it makes sense to grab that and play it immediately. get ourselves now a purple Divine Light. And I guess I'll use this because it will keep stacking. There is a chance I will at some point get a different type of tower, and it will create projectiles that will benefit from the hemorrhage. Is it hemorrhage or hemorrhage? Pretty sure it's hemorrhage. But there's been many other Afterlife games that I have thoroughly tried, but they are never all that great. It's always kind of heartbreaking. This will just, it just stacks. That is priority number one. I need to play as many of those as possible. One of those. Unfortunately, I did not have enough power to play more than one card there, but I think it's totally worth it. Look how fast these lightnings are striking these pathetic gluttons. We are in the gluttony circle of hell. There is, as you may predict, 7 of them, I believe. I have not actually counted them, actually. Let's get I guess these are all trash, but we want color cards. What is going on here, brother? Give me another structure, I guess, because it's better than getting rocks. When you are at 13 or below, just pick cards so that you can properly upgrade them. Tower damage, attack speed by 20%. This is what Frankie's fast hands have been doing. The Divine Light is not supposed to be shooting so quickly. For now, let's see this upgrade. Blessing of Protection is great. It will, I should grab the black dark marker. It goes really well with what I got going right now. And I'm gonna grab it. This is a tower that does unholy damage, so that is the 3rd damage type. Therefore, I'll be able to increase by an extra 20% all damage that I create, and they are projectiles, so that means that they're pretty fat thanks to the stacks that I've been grabbing, and they create curse, which then you can synergize further if you pick the proper cards. What I need to find now, I need to aggressively try to upgrade for it, is range. Extra range for these towers, because as you can check right now, it is quite pathetic, the range of these things. I need to wait until the idiots are close by. Let me just redraw, so see if we can get a better draw here. This is absolute trash and I hate it. Hot garbage. At least we can get a better dark marker, and then we can try to upgrade that, get ourselves high roller is decent, start stacking some luck, which always comes in handy no matter what you're doing. But I think I'm just going to upgrade this replenish that I don't really care about, and maybe get something even better. Instantly drops $10. You do get a few shops where you can buy cards. They're kind of very underwhelming. I think Punish is the no-brainer here. We should have one of these and just play it whenever we find it. Extra damage for the towers is a staple of any run. It needs to be pursued in order to attain a victory. These filthy, pathetic, greedy bastards. They are all coveting the exit to hell, but I will hold fast. This now gives 60% extra damage to all towers. It is an obligation to play this whenever it comes into my hand. Unfortunately, it does mean that I can't play anything else. Very, very sad, but I'll take it. The level of zapping that I am witnessing right now, it is unreal, absolutely atrocious, the frying that is happening to these pathetic, greedy bastards. Let's add an hemorrhage, I guess. The others are ass, so if nothing else, it's a blue card that I can use to upgrade. Repenter's hemorrhage. I think I would rather redraw, hoping to get another Elementalist, another Punish. That's what we're fishing for. Yeah, very nice. And actually I can play one of these. Dark Marker, this is no longer playable because I don't have a slot and I don't have a matching. I don't have a matching color. While this wave happens, I'm gonna drink some water. Once it gets kind of hairy, I will put this off automatic cast, and I will start micromanaging these pieces of garbage. Since I want to play punish, I will not redraw this. We're going to throw some rocks in there, see if we can get something good. This is complete ass, and I hate it. Grab that lucky, and I guess we'll leave it there. We'll just play some punish and some other rock. And it's starting to get a little hairy, but I think the moment that they get into range of the Hellfire, these monsters just fry to oblivion. There is no stopping this cavalcade of suffering that I am inflicted upon these enemies. Frankie's fast hands is nice, but I think I want to be greedy. Let's grab that whole... Oh man, holy damage is nice. Increased tower damage. Let's get this. Then upgrade that. Let's see what we get. Invigoron is actually very nice, but a dark marker that we can just upgrade this tower right now. It's an absolute no-brainer. So what is better? 10% damage to everything? Or 20% faster attack to 3 of them? Because Sunder doesn't have attack speed. I'm gonna go for this. And just even faster lightning strikes. Wonder if there's a way to measure that. I don't know. But I've never seen lightning strike this fast. Truly an unlikely event. These people are extremely unlucky. They are ass garbage. What is your favorite type of Afterlife? It's gotta be reincarnation, right? It's gotta be. Because, I mean, this is a oh yeah, this is a shop. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? HP gain from killing cursed enemies. This can be very nice because we do have lots of curse. And none of these are exciting. So I think I'm just gonna pass on the rest. It's all just trash. I could reshuffle. Yeah, let's do it once. Why not? Just spend all your money. High Roller. I love the Blessing on Protection. I'm going to click on that. Do I have enough money for this one? I do. So let me click on it too. Although Hellfire damage would be probably really nice, but it don't matter. 100% holy damage. Those zapping is going to be amazing. Heaven and Hell. It sounds like a fantastic thing. A wonderful thing. Going to heaven and all that stuff. And I could have been combining Divine Light all along. And it literally just creates a tower that is twice as good. So let me just do that. Basically, you just free up a slot. Is what you're doing there. Tower damage. This is another no-brainer. Yeah. There's no thinking involved in that entire hand. I really should be drawing more aggressively for Elementalist though. It's 60% extra damage. There's no beating that. Anyway, but you think of it deeper on the entire concept of being in heaven, and I just cannot reconcile the entire paradigm of going there and you have loved ones on earth. It's like, do you get to watch them? Do you get to watch them suffer? Do you get to nudge things certain ways to make their lives better? What is the level of involvement, if any? Do you want, like, imagine your loved ones go through abject, horrible ordeals. Do you get to watch that, or do the angels go like, oh, well, let's close the shutters on this one. You don't want to watch that. Let me give you a little bit of bliss juice, and you don't get to watch that. Or maybe. Ooh, a second Elementalist. Do I want that though? Yeah, we'll draw it more often. We want to stack Elementalists forever now. Maybe you just get Bliss Juice and you're just high on Bliss Juice forever. But there's an inherent flaw to that as well, because the human condition, it is so easy to determine the fact that with that variation, we get used to everything. I guess we're picking unholy damage. I could get a second dark marker tower because I got nothing else going on right now. With that variation, we get used to a baseline, and life just becomes, existence just becomes the same old shit. Bliss juice will just get us to a point where we'll just get absolutely nothing out of it. Anyway, let me make a decision here. I guess I could redraw, but I really want this Blessing of Protection going on because it will stack, and the earlier you cast it, the more you get out of it. Let's play these dark markers. Actually, no. Let's just play this Elementalist. Nah. Dark marker and curse. There you go. And this will continue staying there. You'll reach to a bliss plateau, and then you'll need more bliss juice to get a high from there. So that entire thing of, oh, it's a state of permanent bliss, that doesn't jive with me. It just doesn't make any sense. There has to be some kind of experience to it, and the more that you think about that experience, the more problems that can come out of that entire thing. It's like, do you get entertainment? Are artists creating entertainment? Do you get to judge the entertainment in paradise, and then maybe they get wind of your bad feedback and they get depressed? It's like, oh, that doesn't sound like a very good heaven to me. It's, there's a lot of little things that is like, the entire concept, I don't know if it was thought through very well. We're going to stack more Elementalists. It is the number one thing we do. And make these skulls even fatter. Where these skulls are going to cover the whole screen. Hell yeah. And it's by the same token. I know that I'm going to really stupid lengths here talking about these Afterlife things, but you don't understand. By writing Eternal and pondering about the nature of the afterlife and all that nonsense, all this stuff is just stuck in my craw, okay? It's just stuck so hard that I have given it entirely too much thought. The entire concept of internal double damage on Hellfire or another structure. Yeah, double damage on Hellfire. With anything that gets close to these torrents of fire will be fully obliterated. Their skin will fall off their bones. Yeah, I'm rerolling that. That was absolute trash. So I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to do that, and we're going to upgrade it. We're going to get ourselves epic Divine Light. The others are nice, but for sure we're grabbing that. And we're going to get rid of this dark marker, and we're going to play this Divine Light. And now we have an absolutely devilish array of great attacks. This is for sure a winning run. There is no question in my mind. With the elementally stacks and all this lightning happening, the enemies don't even get to the damn screen. It's pathetic. The concept of eternal torment. Eternal, brother. Eternal, I say. It ain't no joke. Like, it's so easily bandied about. Like, it's like, oh yeah, eternal damnation, of course. It's like, holy shit, brother. Just imagine being tortured for 1 year. Now multiply that by infinity. And that, do you get a baseline of torture? So they need to continuously up the ante of the amount of torment that you suffer for it to be effective? Let's increase the luck and get ourselves some more attack speed. There you go. Beautiful. Who's doing the torture? The demons, right? But don't the demons, by taking pleasure in the torturing, don't they belong in the torture chamber themselves? This seems terribly lopsided. This entire sacrifices elective abilities and 20% extra damage to everything. I think I'll rather just get more abilities. So let me get that EVERGARDEN, which makes that these go off more often. I'm never gonna use this manually. It's very, very clear to me that these elementalist charges are going to make this build into a complete monstrosity, completely unstoppable. The amount of damage that these pathetic souls, they have no chance whatsoever. So it's like you gotta have some serious awful monster for them to be condemned to eternal freaking torment. So you play this and you can no longer do this, right? Yeah. Oh well. Using Elementalist is good enough. In one turn plus 60% extra damage, I'll take it. So it's like, are you saying that so many, either the standards for judging somebody worthy of eternal torment are so low that is like, holy crap, that's a lot of people that for a little bit of jaywalking, and a couple instances of larceny, they spent 1 billion years plus getting their eyeballs poked with bees? And that's only the first 1 billion years. The second 1 billion years, they use cocks. I'm going to grab... Ooh, redraw. Discard all cards in hand and draw 4 new cards. Must be the first card used. Absolutely, because we are aggressively trying to grab ourselves more elementalists. We want constant upgrades on that. 65% tower attack speed, huh? That only affects 3 of them, though. I think I'll rather just get another tower. Maybe we can get a 3rd Divine Light. That would be insane. Absolute insanity going on here. Something that is really upsetting to me right now. Man, I can only play 1 Elementalist, huh? Gotta do it. I have not been able to find a range increase, and these Hellfire Towers and these Curse Towers are complete shit. They're absolute trash garbage. I am not fond of them. I mean, obviously they are completely worthless because the lightning is killing everything before you even see them, but still is the principle of the matter, you know? So I'm going to grab this Punish, this Hemorrhage, and this Punish, see if we can get some extra range. Nope. I mean, it's nice to get that 30% holy damage, but Elementalist is always going to be better than that. Oh, I cannot use this anymore, right? I can. What? I thought that he said it has to be the first card used. What the hell? Yeah, I don't care about the luck. Let me see if we can get... Nope. No range increase. While both Unholy and Holy Garrisons are in play, I have no way of doing that. Increase tower attack speed by 20%. More faster lightning? Hell yeah, brother. Let me just play it all. It's truly disgusting build right now. Maybe my most powerful tower defense build that I've done in the entirety of the game. I have won, I think, 3-4 runs and lost about as many. Okay, since we have Elementalist, I'm going to get myself an epic Healing Flame. 5% of Hellfire damage dealt is converted to tower health. Hellfire damage never happens. So we're going to get ourselves some Fallen Crusaders. If nothing else, because... I mean, I do have extra... I have both. Yeah, let's get the Fallen Crusaders. Just to get that... there you go. Just to get that extra slot filled. And it will be replaced eventually by an actual tower. Because this is only... No, this is structure damage. So that means also garrisons will be upgraded. Swift Vengeance. This is, I mean, it's blue. I think it's better than that, than anything else. I'll grab the Hellfire damage, though. I have nothing upgrading the Hellfire that doesn't ever get used. Well, if I draw Elementalist, I'm playing Elementalist. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to keep doing that. The most simplistic strategy of all time, it is what's going to be the most successful. They get entirely erased before they are a sprite on the screen. Truly intense. Yeah, nah. Just redraw the oh, look! We found Elementalist. We play Elementalist. And then might as well play that as well. Then you have the entire Hindu reincarnation thing. There's all the really weird-ass pantheon religions I'm not even going to get into. Because there's as many afterlives that you can imagine. The entire concept of reincarnation is so many variants in there as well. 30% holy damage, huh? Let's do that Fallen Crusaders at last and then increase the holy damage to everything. It's like you don't get to remember it, so what's even the point? What's even the point of believing in reincarnation if you don't get to remember what you've been going through? Now, if you do get to remember, that's a different thing. But evidence on that seems to be very lacking. Hellfire attack deals additional damage equal to 10% of your luck. I guess that's okay. I'm going to grab this Sunder for sure, though, because it will upgrade the other Sunder that I got. And increases tower attack speed of 50%. It is better than everything else that I got, so might as well. Unholy damage, max HP, garrison spawn rate, huh? I guess max HP, because the spawn rate, I don't plan to keep these Fallen Crusaders. I want to get another tower of some description, maybe unholy damage. That would be great. Yeah, let's play that Sunder, even though I have an Elementalist in hand. We also get this one, so it's alright. So, right, we are in Fraud. This is the second to last level, after which I'll be able to get a victory. This is, my apologies, honestly. I am too good at the game. I'm sorry. I am too damn good at the game. My bad. So yeah, we're gonna redraw that crap. Another Elementalist. Hell yeah. More Elementalists. Always play it. It's just completely the decisions are being made for me because I am so good at the game. If you get to remember when you reincarnate, at some point, the memories piled up. How far back do they go? Is there a limit? Is it, where's the rule? Is there a book where the rules are written, or is it like a? Is it like rules of the universe kind of thing that the math is baked into the structure? I guess we can just redraw. Look, it's Elementalist. I feel like just for the sake of having some variety, nah. I was like, oh, maybe put them in the upgrade slot, see what you get out of it. It's just going to be a legendary tower, a legendary card of some kind. Or actually, no, it's epic, right? It will be an epic, purple kind of card, but it will not be as good as give 60% extra damage to everything. It's just silly to even suggest it. Okay, Frankie's Fast Hands, you're going to give me the tower I want. Fallen Crusaders. They're all garrisons, though. Oh, look! There you go. Oh, please. There you go. Game over, man. Game over. For the lightning is unstoppable. Frankie's Fast Hands are making it so these lightning strikes are an absolute pile of madness. Unstoppable. Purchase cards, huh? These are all trash garbage, so we're going to reshuffle that crap. Praise be is very nice. We're gonna go with Sunder is a blue. I don't really care for it. I'll grab a high roller. Reshuffle. Oh, you get a new one, you fool. Another Elementalist? Hell yeah. Because now I can put two of them into the upgrade slot just to see what happens. Divine Sight! That's what I've been hoping for. We're going to play that every time alongside Elementalist. Tower damage, 100% tower. What is this? Double or your damage. You seem to not have enough damage. Let's double it. Everything gets destroyed. But it seems like it's additive. That's something that I was wondering. That's something I was wondering playing the other day. Elementalist and Divine Sight. There you go. And why not get an upgrade on these? What you got, buddy? Butcher Sins. Yeah, the other two are complete trash. So let's go Butcher Sins, which gives me another active item. Another active ability. This is the last stage. After which you can go endless if you feel like it. I was wondering while playing the other day. What the hell? What I was just talking about? Let me watch my own recording to see what the hell I was talking. Oh yeah, yeah. If the damage, you know, 100% tower damage, is that additive or multiplicative? It seemed to be now. It is absolutely additive. It just means that if you have 100% tower damage, it gives you 600%. It doesn't give you 1,000%. So that's how that one works. Very happy to have found that out. Let me just play this Butcher of Sins. Give me Hail Satan! Nah. I guess I'll grab the Golden Fist just because it's the only thing that I have available right now. This is so silly, man. Level of damage is insane. And this is so good. I gotta take it to endless mode. And it's gonna take forever. I'll show you the end result of endless mode. And then the win spoils. Tower damage with 20%. I mean, this is nice, but it doesn't beat 60%. It cannot beat Elementalist. So I'm going to play Elementalist, and then we're going to pass the freaking turn. Already up to 4,000 damage per millisecond. So, pretty sure this is going to go the distance. I don't know what my high score is. I wonder if it shows somewhere on here. Options, training, and shift. I don't see it. Probably outside of these menus is tower damage 1360%. That's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Golden Fist. Deal 200 damage to all enemies. Drop 2 for each killing blow. The thing is, that's just completely worthless, isn't it? Just play the Elementalist. I might as well play the Golden Fist because I can. Because I can do 200 damage to everything and maybe get a few coins out of it. There's supposed to be enemies beyond the horizon. It is not terribly visually stimulating, this entire thing, when the enemies are just splatting instantaneously. Synergist. Yeah, even number of towers and garrisons increase luck by 12. That's not going to happen. Both unholy and holy garrisons are in play. Increase garrison lifespan 50%. I mean, I'm just going to take the purple. It's worthless to me. But we will get an upgrade out of it. Holy damage. Holy damage. I might as well upgrade one of my elementalists. Actually, no. I want to wait until I have an elementalist in my hand. Let me just play that card. I have 2 elementalists in my hand. That's what I want to upgrade. See what comes out of that, if anything. Probably nothing. Probably just a random pile of purples. Because I don't have it unlocked. The purple version of the Elementalist. Anyway, this is very, very clearly a winning run. Let me draw. Redraw? No, I cannot use it. I guess we will upgrade these. Maybe we can get a Divine Sight. Nah. Yes, I'll grab this. We can actually banish that. And now I have tons of power. So I can play both of these. Wow, my very first range increase. Actually, no. I have 5 of them already. I don't know when did I get to play those, but apparently I have 5 range increases that I never even realized that I did have. But I have to have them. Very, very pleased with them. We are nearing the end of the run, so to speak. I mean, we gotta go for just the draw. I have 5, so I'm going to play these 2, even though Elementalist is the objectively good play. Wow, enemies are actually on the screen. This is not a constant watching of numbers flashing off screen. It is actually, they're actually making it in. But don't worry, the moment they get touched by my pillar of fire, they are all completely annihilated. Very happy to see this giant pile of souls making their last-ditch effort to assault the gates to freedom. Oh, you poor pathetic bastards, you have no freaking chance. What the hell, I don't have a high version of this one, so might as well pick it. I believe this is the end of this particular run. Everything explodes, fades to black. Oh baby, I have fully completed a shift with Denny Fox. Well done. Let's make it endless. And I'm just gonna keep playing. You just don't get any more of these rewards. You just keep going and going and going and see how far you can do. Let's see how far I can do. Ooh. It's 1 hour and 36 minutes and enemies are finally starting to appear in the screen and not getting destroyed entirely before they even reach my purview. So, you know, I think there is a little bit of improvement here. Perhaps the end is nigh as these giant legions of desperate souls to escape are getting closer and closer to the exit. But all this aggression keeps beating them back and there is no end in sight so far. I'll grab myself a monkey's paw. Why the hell not? Oh, it's getting pretty hairy. 140,000 damage on that. Holy strikes. Absolutely insane. I'm gonna play this just for the upgrades, just because I feel like playing it, okay? It is pretty dang silly how stupid the numbers are getting, and I'm going to keep seeing how far this nonsense goes. I am ready to witness the overwhelming forces of these idiotic souls that think that they have a chance. There is no chance to escape. There's only the despair of the lost. The end is nigh. They are approaching. Oh, encroaching upon their way out, but we shall persevere still. This lady is working overtime. She is not going to be put off by all these extra items on her to-do list. She's going to knock them out as they come. She is not daunted in the slightest. I'm just digging for Elementalist every turn that I can, and I'm just not going to give a crap about anything else that comes. 44 stacks of Elementalist, 7 stacks of Monkey Brain, which puts a ton more damage. The attack speed is completely out of control. Survived another mega wave, and I don't think I'm going to worry too much. When you reroll legendary, or rather try to upgrade legendary cards, you get a choice of 5, and you know, I have not unlocked all the cards in the game, so right now they are fairly underwhelming. There's not that much epic level, rather legendary level cards to pick, but I am sure that there will be more eventually. Finally, I found enough range increases where the pillars of fire are constantly shifting machine guns. There is no stopping that nonsense. I would like to use this combined damage, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot more to play. Combined damage does extra plus extra percent damage based on how many other cards you have played in the turn. I guess we'll get extra choice in Sunder, I suppose. I am trying to find upgrades for the rare cards, but there's not that many more to find anymore. It's just a matter of giving myself more damage percentages. I'm trying to see if the next wave is survivable. 2 hours and 16, but it is at twice speed, so this is about an hour and 10 minute run, more or less. There's this wave that comes in really small groups. Let me re-roll that nonsense. Draw some more. Did not get lucky. Did not get lucky. Unlucky. Let's do the fast hands and precision something other. There you go. Some more turn. And this is usually the way that it constantly fills me with dread. They're going to come a little too close. They get a little bit closer every time. Slowly outscaling my ability to increase the damage output. But seems like we have once more gone through another Wonderful. I don't know why that happens sometimes. It does a ton of damage to everything. I think it's this right here, Butcher's Sins. Basically a room clearer. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. But soon, not even that will be enough. Ooh, will this be the one that gets too close? It's getting a little hairy over here. Let me pile some more Elementalist, and might as well bring this in and then get these two to reroll, simply because this eliminates cards from my deck. I think I have way too many, so we're going to grab another one of these and just leave it there, not use it. But it's alright, everything's going to be okay. Maybe it's time. Ooh. Oh, they're getting too close. Maybe it's time for me to start using this manually, but I'm not gonna. I want this to end by now. It's like, oh, it's just too much. It's just too much. I've been skipping card choices just because I've been adding way too many. Draw some more, and yeah, there's not much to use here. We're just going to use that duplicating shiv, which creates knives to murder my opponents when the purple crits. Oh, all right, they're getting in. My shield is going down, but we still got a massive pile of life steal that will probably allow me to stay alive through quite a few waves of suffering damage. I guess we will eventually find out. Let me continue re-rolling, hoping for a better pile of damage. No such luck, though. I guess I'll just continue. Is getting to the end. Is getting there. Only 64,000 sinners punished. Give me more sinners to punish. I have not punished enough of these filthy garbage souls that are coming at me like so much scum. Let me cast these and then combine damage for an extra 30% damage to everything. Wonder if I can reach the 300,000. Wonder what is the absolute highest damage ever achieved. Let me just banish this piece of crap. I might as well play those two. Wonder what is the absolute most abjectly overpowered run in endless mode. Wonder if there's a way to check that. I know that there's leaderboards and stuff. As soon as the run is over, I will go into the menus and see what there is to be found. Might as well do one of these. Extra range. I think I should just get rid of all the extra range cards at this point, because everything is at max range, so it's basically a waste. But I think this may be it. The monsters are getting way close to the exit of the underworld. Let me reroll this garbage. Sure, double damage there. Might as well give these upgraded. Get me some. Actually, Curse is pretty good now that it's going to become relevant. Oh, there you go. The damage is being suffered. The shield is plummeting, but the health regeneration through the Hellfire damage and the Curse kills is actually keeping me topped off. Wonder if there is a point where you just reach infinite. You do so much damage. Yes, this matters quite a bit. Play some Curse so that more health is being returned to me. At some point you do so much damage and you receive so much health back from the Hellfire that it is literally impossible to destroy the exit. I wonder indeed. But that was hard fought survival right there. It was beautiful. Might as well give me some more holy damage. better heal regeneration, more damage to my tower. Still not quite at 300,000 of the zappers, but soon it's definitely going to get to the point where I cannot beat back the hordes. Let me see if I'll skip forward to the next one. That's going to be a massive pile of monstrosities. Might as well get some more of these. You just get faster of those, faster attack speed. You notice it. I notice the uptick of how much faster the attacks happen. You know what? Give me that curse. Actually, no, it's crap. Just skip everything. Elementalist. Press B. Elementalist. It's a no-brainer there. There's no reason to get rid of that. I will get rid of these though. Get no pain. Hell yeah. And I can actually cast this. Wow. There you go. 50 more shield. Incredible. First waves, the first stage. This entire stage constantly repeats. There is no difference whatsoever. Endless mode, a little boring. I am just a whore for the numbers though. So I gotta see it all the way to the end. So give me that extra damage and we'll continue. This is the wave. The second round is where the massive horde actually gets close. But I am really curious to see if the lifesteal is going to out DP us. Oh well, that was a lucky hit of the all damage. If I can out DPS is nonsense. Might as well play these 30. Even more damage. We've reached the 300,000 on the zaps. Thanks to that going off in that particular wave, I'll probably survive this one as well. But these flying sons of bitches, they're getting mightily close. Maybe too much. Nah, I pass on everything. Actually, no pain was decent, but meh. Maybe there's a rod. There's no rod, so just elementalist and keep on going. Actually, probably want to get an upgrade on these. Get another combined damage because I bet I can stack a lot of those. If I get a lot of those, we can get a ton more damage. I've been trying to thin the deck a little bit more. Just get only the really good stuff. 13 is the minimum. Otherwise, I'll just start having garbage rocks constantly. Another giant wave has been beaten back. I guess with no pain. If I just fill my deck with no pain, I will simply be able to get invulnerability forever, right? Just banish those forever and then I will just be forever invulnerable. But that's not the way I roll. I don't want to think any harder. I just want to see number go higher. That's all I want to see. And here I am just hanging on, checking it out, making sure. Oh, I can't banish without getting rid of this particular thing, which is fine. We'll do this, uncurse, and then use the combined damage. Then we can banish the bazaar. On with the next wave. This is the last one of the stage. Yeah, I'm not interested in any of that. Actually, I really should be looking, because some of the powers are good stuff. Some of the powers are really good to use. Let me get some extra attack speed and extra damage right there. This is the boring wave that's they've actually been able to advance. They used to just vanish completely from existence. Now they actually make it into the screen. Quite impressive feat, you disgusting blobs. Okay. Elementalist though. Draw elementalist, play elementalist. That is what needs to happen. At some point, even that will be outscaled by the sheer number and beefiness of these monstrosities. This may be it. It's just a matter of, do I have enough lifesteal to get through it? Reroll that crap. No pain, curse, holy damage. There we go. Getting a little bit extra shield. Actually, the no pain is fairly worthless. The shield gets absolutely obliterated quite quickly. The lifesteal keeping up. That's nuts. just a nightmare of numbers in the vein of Vampire Survivors. This is capped up. It's the extra crit chance. There is a max, so you can't just keep piling it on forever. This is nice. We're gonna do Elementalist combined damage for more damage, but we're in the last legs. I am flabbergasted at the fact that the life steal is just literally keeping up forever, and we got through that horrible wave of nightmares with our lives intact. Holy damage, divine side combined. There you go. And carrying on 2 hours and 41, which means more like an hour and 50. And thanks to the Butcher of Sins going off, that wave was survived. It's just a matter of, will I ever get to a point where the lifesteal will not be enough? Let's do that curse and the duplicating shift, because it seems to me the curse is what's gonna keep me alive going forward now. Nothing I actually want, so get out of my face. See if we can grab some combined damage. Hell yeah, an Elementalist. Oh, beautiful. Does another 100% damage. Possibly will reach 400,000 holy damage, and those zappers, the divine light strikes, they are spamming so fast, and it's just not enough. The amount of monstrosities coming at me, it's just truly disgusting. So what happens when I banish this thing? It just goes away forever, huh? Interesting. Let's get that holy damage, and I think I would rather have the faster attack speed. So I am fully invulnerable now, but it's, it's completely worthless. Completely worthless until they actually reach the tower, which is happening right now. Divine Sight. That's not something I want, but an extra 60% holy damage. Who am I to argue against it? I should be combining those that I'm not using anymore. All right, so they're in. Not sure if the 60 seconds have expired. Yeah, definitely the life is finally going down, but not enough. Not enough for my lifesteal not to counteract it. Don't really care about any of those. See if we can thin the deck a little bit more. I wish I could. I guess I'll just banish that, get rid of that piece of trash, and we can play all of these. Banish just means that you won't see it again until you pass the stage, but it doesn't get eliminated from the deck itself. Well, that was another wave of the danger zone survived. Somehow this is still going. I am morbidly curious now to see just how far can this go. How much longer can I keep this yarn unspooling? Will these monsters get all the way up to the exit and actually do anything to it, or the incredible self-repairing mechanisms will continue to destroy them forever? Let me see some of that. We're going trying to get rid of these. It just gives me something. It just means that one less card to worry about, Then we're going to play that and the combined damage. And now we are at 8 and 4, which is actually, that's going to spawn out rock, I believe. So I don't want to get rid of any more cards unless I can replace it with something that I actually want, which is more combined damage. It would be awesome to have nothing but combined damage. That would be the best kind of deck. And of course, Elementalist. Because at this point, I don't even know if the attack speed is even affecting the rate of fire. There must be a processor or engine cap that just cannot do it anymore. I cannot stack more of these attacks. The engine at some point is going to give up. It's going to not be able to keep up with this amount of sprites. Son of a bitch. There I was looking forward to the sweet release of death. But the big strike happened, and now I am still stuck here. Let me combine. Let me throw this away. Combine these two just to get rid of him. Actually, Healing Flame is my ticket to survival, isn't it? Make sure that Hellfire continues to give me back the health, because I don't think it's the curse monsters that are giving me back the health. It's the Hellfire keeping me topped off at all times. I think there's so many instances of sound going off that the engine is giving up on reproducing sound altogether. That, and then precision targeting, and then combined damage. Amazing pile of damage. Yeah, the sound engine has reached its breaking point. Can no longer just spam the fart sounds and the skull sounds. I am also seeing some of these skulls are just disappearing midstream. It is all falling apart. It's falling apart. Draw some more. We're going to do the curse. We're going to cast some more precision targeting. Those unholy crits are going to start doing something at some point. It's actually kind of a waste of a cast, honestly. If it weren't for its power cost, that enables me to give another 10% damage through combined whatever the hell. Oh man, I am now casting rocks. That is our absolute garbage. Let's see if we can get something. I'm gonna have to start picking cards again. I don't know why I'm putting so much thought into that. Yeah, I don't know exactly which card it gets used up when I use it. One of the cards in my deck, they were one use only, and I didn't realize which. Maybe the duplicating shift. It doesn't come back. Is that how it works? I pick it and then Repenters, I suppose, just to have cards to upgrade in the deck. Let's see, duplicating shift. Do you disappear? Ah, it gets erased. That's why. All right. But this one doesn't. Well, that was a waste of not using elementals, but I am glad to have found out that just disappears when you use it. Critical hits have a 20% chance to create a knife that shoots in a random direction and deals 25% damage. Maybe that's another way to win. Constant crits and then doing percent damage. That may be good. Anyway, let's do some of that. Here is this it. Is this it? I'm about to face my ultimate demise. Every time I reach this wave, it's only one step away from disaster. I need another Unholy Heart. That's what I need. Unholy damage, huh? Yeah, I cannot do possibly anything, but I'm going to re-roll that. The thing is, rocks are actually great for combined damage. Just now realized. Because they cost nothing. I can just play them. That's what the holy damage and then combined damage. There you go. Please, put me out of my misery. This is just too much. I have seen enough. Oh, it's finally going down. Actually starting to be overtaken, but not quite enough. Maybe if the birds make it to the middle. Maybe the birds make it to the middle. We're gonna finally see the lady's demise. Elementalism curse. There you go. The birds strike. Nope. Nope. They just get completely nullified by the lifesteal action. It is truly idiotic. I am holding on, just trying to see how far this rabbit hole goes. Little Garrison's spawn timers, Monkey's Paw. Maybe this is it. Just Monkey's Paw forever. Fill my deck with Monkey's Paw. I'll just pick it for the sake of doing one of these. Hey, more combined damage, baby. Can do precision targeting, combined damage, combined damage. If you draw 4 combined damages, is 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%. So it's even better than drawing Elementalist. And if you grab, or is it like that? I think it's more like 10%, 0%, 10%. Let's see, increases tower damage by 10% for every other card used this round before this one. So it's 10%, 20%, 30%. So it is the same as Elementalist unless you also draw some of the card to play. Like with Praise Be. Play a card, that's 2. 3. This will do 30 and this will do 40. So it's totally worth it. Absolutely amazing. Just need to continue upgrading my damage. Eventually this holy damage will get to 1,000,000. I am determined to see that happen. We have 13 cards. We don't want any cards right now. We have a really nice setup going on here. There you go. Really nice setup, but it can be definitely improved. Just optimizing the crap out of this deck. The holy zaps are a constant stream of lightning. Unstoppable storm. Alright, we got rock, holy damage, curse, combined. Hey! I mean, it may be possible to outscale the barrage of enemies, but I doubt it. This has to be it. This has to be it. There's just too many. They're too fast. They're too beefy. There's no way I can stop this. I would like to get rid of this dumbass jackpot. It's pretty ass, but not much I can do about it right now. I guess I could have upgraded a couple. Hit that Praise Be. It's got to be Elementalist combined damage. There you go. Wow! Amazing! Saving my ass one more time. Once again, the giant influx of monsters comes in. But the thing is, unless you give me more numbers, the Hellfire is going to do enough damage to counteract it. Especially if I cast more of that Healing Flame. This is a lot of damage. So I gotta do it. But I feel like I should have dug for that Healing Flame. Because that's what's really keeping me alive now. It's either that or they need to increase the damage that it causes for a soul to reach salvation. Otherwise, I like that the damage is 6669. Very nice, very nice. Good touch. Okay, plus 5% more lifesteal. Maybe he's totally going to work out. We just need to continue setting these filthy souls on fire with brimstone so that my life will never collapse. Outrageous combined damage, huh? Yeah, there's just... Why do anything other than what I just did? That's an extra 70%. What is the stats right now? Oh, just a casual 5200 extra percent damage to towers. Not a big deal. Broken Fingers may be worth using, but I think the actives are actually saving. Every time you play a card that increases your luck, add a lucky rock to your deck. The hell kind of card is that? What a piece of garbage. Anyway, just gonna skip that and just continue scaling out of control. Let's and then more. What a fool. Did not do the math correctly. But see how the attack speed increases? They are always evident. There's so many more skulls on screen right now. It's just ridiculous. It's getting dumb. Feels like I should be continuing to increase the attack speed. It's a massive difference. on the damage output. Once more, we reach the mega wave. Will this be the one? If it's only 42 damage per hit, you're just not gonna outscale me, brother. Mentalist, the rock, and the combined damage. That is another ton. Oh, we may reach the 100,000. The health is not plummeting. It's just being kept level. The lifesteal continues to be... Okay, the damage does go up by 1. So I think each round or each wave will increase the damage suffered by 1. So eventually, it's going to reach a point. Maybe Frankie's fast hands is what I should have played there. Eventually, it's going to reach a point. I'm the winner. Shift complete. Oh, okay. It was too much damage. That's too bad. Did not reach the 100,000. Sinners murdered. All right. So this is the end of the run. Thingamabobber. It shows you the money you made, which you can then... Wonder what this... I don't know. My score is so much better than anybody else. 900,000. We continue. And then you get the other big draw of HERETIC'S FORK. It's all set inside of this weird operating system. Demonic Clippy is kind of like a character in it. You get this big dialogue of things happening. Psst, I found another file. I copied it to your folder. Inbox time. All workers, please take 5 minutes to check your email inbox. Can you respond to those emails? Don't worry about it. Another file. Like, this is stuff that gets unlocked as you progress. It seems you finally found some success. Here, don't tell anyone, but I found a file hidden deep in my archives. Loading into your desktop appears to be some sort of admin key. I've been getting keys per win. You put it in here, some kind of nonsense is going to happen. What happens if I click in O Party? Wow. What an amazing thing. Denny Fox. .sav. I don't know what this is. Put in the files. Put it in load. Put it in the trash. Oops. Looks like you have a new email to look over. Most likely spam. It's probably policy to read them anyways. I don't know what the egg does. It continues to just be there. Put it in the trash. I cannot do it. And there's also this key right here. I don't know what it does. I don't know what this does either. I.dat. But I'm sure there's some kind of secret. A new email. Dear valued Deus Vult employee that appears to have been assigned one of our more troublesome employees, Denny Fox. Unfortunately, this isn't her first existential crisis, but seeing as you've fully thrown it into the trash bin, hopefully it will be her last. While we applaud your ingenuity and attempt at saving us all her inhospitable attitude, we regret to inform you we have a backup ready for you to download. She was nothing if not a useful cog, so you may have her back should you desire it. Until ultimately the choice is yours. Remember to stay happy. Linda Tarr, Company Happiness Manager. Psst, found another file. I'll copy it to your folder. Ultimate Tower Card download. Congratulations, special employee. If you're reading this, then you've been selected along with an elite group of gamers to receive a once-in-a-lifetime shot at Employee of the Year. To begin the competition, all you have to do is download our special HF Academy promo Tower Card below. If you choose to participate, please log in tomorrow at the same time and prepare to compete against the best of the best. Good luck, employees. Absolutely. I will download this file that I am sure will not corrupt my system at all. Bunch of other emails. Free egg, not a scam. Click to download a free desktop egg. Wonderful. Anyway, close that up. Oops. It seems I have downloaded some malware. Denny Fox. Let me just throw you in the trash again. I can't. Malware.txt. Yeah, it's I have broken the system. Oopsie daisy, malware prone. Dear valued default employee. Our tracking software indicates that you foolishly downloaded some malware without properly checking. Our only option is to step in and fix these ourselves. Please hit the download link to be given 100 credits. This will help verify our software on OWL for next step. Sincerely, Deus Vault Department. Oh, this sounds like a very trustworthy... Oh! Free money. Very trustworthy email to be clicking on. One day that should have fixed my problem though. What happened? I don't know what to do now. I'm sure there will be another email, though, that maybe will allow me to make an investment in antivirus software. Dear valued Deus Vault employee, thank you for so expeditiously taking action. We're almost on the other side. All we need now is for you to hit the new download button. This will initiate an hecho con transfer. No worry, this is standard procedure. We are simply withdrawing the 100 test credit you just downloaded. Sincerely, Deus Vault IT department. Oh, but they took more money than they gave me. What the hell is that about? That's weird. Feels like I just may have gotten scammed. What the hell? This bullshit. Anyway, malware.txt. I can't even put it in the trash. Let me put you in the trash as well. All right. So, with your money, you either go here and buy a new employee. There's also alternative versions of the employees. That's pretty neat. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can have. They even say things. Wow. I will continue playing this game, unlocking everything. I just must. Or you go here to promotions and you spend your money on unlocking cards. You unlock cards by doing this, or you unlock cards by going to here to, achievements, the usual thing. Fully complete achievement with Danny Fox, and then you get a nice new card that you can use during your runs. There's still a lot of more cards to unlock, a ton of them to unlock. I really want to do it. I'm just having a great old time. 279 total cards in the game. I want to run out of money. Let me unlock the next one. The alternative version has a pumpkin head. Okay. Higher. Mia Bibliat. Seems to have been here forever, thrives in the place between life and death. And she has the dark bargain to sacrifice HP in return for drawing an extra card and acquiring some power. That sounds awesome. Anyway, I'm going to spend all of my money before the scammers get it. Set holy damage equal to current hellfire damage. It's pretty neat. And thief, gamble 30% chance to add a random quality 5, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that is Heretic's Fork. Once more, I've gone a little overboard with the run. I just wanted to showcase it. Then I spent an hour and a half. Actually, total time was like 2.5 hours playing this game. I don't regret a single minute.